And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, this is William Haywood, and this is Radio Free Europe 1. This is images of my broken foot. Now, there's reasons why I'm doing this video. The main reason is that my friend Kim works at a hospital, and she's going to have some of these images of my broken foot look at. Right, because I have 2 doctors and a radiologist at the hospital that are in conflict. Alright, the 2 bone doctors, one says that I need an operation, the other one says that I don't need an operation, and the radiologist says I definitely don't need an operation, but he's just a radiologist. So I'm just kind of looking for any feedback I might get from people out there in YouTube land. This is a x-ray of my right foot. Now here, over on the right, is my heel. I think that's called the, oh, I don't know what it's called there. Callius, I think, bone or whatever, right? Supposedly, as best as I can tell, this area here may be the break, which I'm pointing at with my smokeless cigarette device, right? And this, I think, is the break. Now, I'm going to have to turn the camera off and do this in a bunch of different cuts, and I'll put them all together on the wonderful thing we call Windows Movie Maker.
Here's the forward view, which is much as it's going to show, really. I'll back it up a little bit here, and move it in a little bit there, and I'll move this camera down a bit. It's a bad picture, but again, it's this area here on the right side of my left foot where this seems to be the trouble. Alright, and this one here, I can scroll up a little bit, up and down with this one. This is of the left side of my right ankle, and oops, sorry about that. I'm going to zoom in as best I can with it, and here on the other side of this is where the break actually is. So this is the good side. It's the side where you can't really see the break. And I'm going to back up a little bit. Alright, and then I'm going to minimize, show the entire ankle. There it is. And this is sort of an angled shot. This is the right side. This is the junk in the trunk area. This is where all the pain is. The swelling came from this area here. As you can see, the angle of it was sort of straight on with a little bit of a turn compared to the other ones. I'm going to make this as short as possible, and we'll move on to the next. Oh, I want to back this up a little bit. Show you the whole sort of thing here. And there's my leg, my broken. But the break is in this area. Is somewhere in this area here, which is more evident in the other video, or I mean the other clip I showed on previous on the video, and I'll shorten this up as quick.
Here's another image of my right ankle, and this one is taken from the right side of my right ankle, and this one is much more dramatic, although in other images it doesn't seem to be quite as messed up, so I think it's more or less the angle. But this seems to be the troubling area here. I call it my junk in the trunk. Anyway, we'll move on now to some other interesting images of my broken foot. Oh, by the way, I've also got a broken arm. And yeah, I'm doing screenshots this way because when they give you these discs from the hospital, they're blocked, so that you can't, it's almost impossible to download these images and then send them. So the best I can do is these screenshots. Anyway,
this is an image of my left arm, and this is my hand, and this is where the break is. Somewhere in here you can see a bit of a bend. I think it's this one, I think, but I'm not sure. I can't see the clear break. Man, I sure can feel it. Well, I originally fell off the ladder working for the Holiday Inn. Fell about 15 feet. And my arm looked really deformed. It was all like twisted up, you know, like you could really see it, and I thought it was a real clear break, but when it shows in the x-rays, this area of the break, it's not here. And though my hand is all like twisted, that's William's hand, egg. It would appear to be in this area here. Alright, and that's it. I wanted to make the video short, and I'd like to thank you, Kim Peace, my friend, from Google Plus and YouTube, for having a look at this for me. And anybody else out there that's got any ideas about any of these images, and especially the ankle, because that's what I'm worried about. Like I said, I got those two doctors that are a bit confused. One says I need pins, the other one says I don't. And it's been about a week since the operation, or since they did reset the bones, they claimed. And I was wondering how long it might take before I can start putting weight on the leg. Anybody out there in YouTube land that might know anything, it would be lovely. This is William Hayward with Radio Free Europe 1, and thank you for watching my boring bone video. This is more interesting. Ah, it's a skeleton hand. Arg. Alright. Peace, everybody.